this door. Be careful down there.
It's odd, but there's a beauty to this place. Maybe because it's a place in Galloway's tusks I've never been.
Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous. Let's keep moving.
Magma's getting awfully high. You might want to hurry. One moment.
Is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie.
Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed ain't Korba. One moment.
Voices silenced.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy. Patience, dearie.
One moment.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Take your time. One slip and you're dead. One moment. One moment.
Oh, big mistake!
Costume isn't going to wait around. Keep Kostya doesn't care who dies. That Korba must be stopped. We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. Take him down.
Someone's eager to meet us.
One minute. If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me.
One moment. We too.
A spark. Daylight. As
My brother, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They follow. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of it. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves, stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar. I only hope that some... carved and warded by my own rock. It knew me. It will know you. Because the same I do not know. In that I find beyond any even. Do not think this. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a minute, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different.
One moment.
So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do will not be stopped.
The sluice gates are just ahead. Kostya's probably already there. Let's move.
Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk seeing her and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material, books and records that the novice brought to them. By the way, and what of the steel garrote? Guilty as charged. I was. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation, I had all the time to figure out what books I... Then I had Don, our young novice, steal. I assume you didn't let the steel go... And so you brought it back here? Among the... It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in... Oh, perhaps this is right. So long as the keep stands, my people, our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. I will not watch my people rot here for the... Then my conviction only grows stronger on Wolf. He built us a tomb. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Well, he has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandra. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Learn, then grow anew.
That is all I am. You should hurry on with your task. Safe travels to the garden. I suspect you're the only one aside from
Absolmalu Vowintu, Envoy. You are lucky I don't feel...
Come on, boy.
Good old Solace Keep. Destroyed from within.
The poor dears. Hopefully the Parbunin will one day see this tragedy and realize all the good it did for them. I hope whoever's left will take care of each other. It's the only way they'll survive.
Closer. We have waited so long.
You Aedirn Kamayu. Take a few more moments to think close...
Where's this coming from? Solace wasn't home.
What gives you the authority to decide the fate of an entire
Darling, think it through. The Pargrunen was stuck rotting in their keep. And
What about those who wanted to stay there, huh? What life are they free to live now?
Whatever life they want. Same as you chose when you left.
Oh, so because I wanted to leave, it should be destroyed? I had no idea I had that kind of power.
darling, it wasn't your decision. Clearly you didn't wish it.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. Mihala would have kept the rest of her people bound to an ancient oath if we hadn't done something.
I don't get why you think you have the right to decide what every person in Solace needs. Who the fuitu do you think you are?
That's what Adir wants. For us to stop worrying about our own destiny and leave it in their hands.
Agree to bliste disagree.
I think we could all use a break.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have... We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walk. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place. But it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So madness is what we need right now. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? For once, I'm all out of ideas. Anyone else?
I'm a soldier. I prefer leaving these decisions to people like you, but if you're asking for input, I don't entirely disagree with Ludwig on this. She may be a monster, but she's not the only one the Living Lands has seen. Sapadal could render this whole island as barren as the tusks in a fit of anger.
Sapadal caused the Dream Scourge. All of this pain. I don't think I can forgive that. Especially after seeing Iancu. I just can't let that go.
Think of what we could learn from Sapadal. Perhaps there's a way we can keep everyone alive.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the Living Lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsley, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
And you don't have to.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began, and where it all ends. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious? You may be right. When I gave up, I stopped worrying so much. And now that we're here, it's obvious I don't know what I want anymore. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it. I almost turned my back on animancy. And if I'm being honest, it was a relief. But now that we're here, who am I to reject my upbringing, my potential? My parents were going to build a better world for animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did, to an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything. I'll try to remember that. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget. Well, that depends. I know a few spooky stories about the living lands. They may or may not have anything to do with the garden.
Okay. But if something goes bump in the night, I'm waking you up.
Let me think of a good one. There are so many, I can't decide. Which do you want to hear first? I know one about a ranger's dream, one about a haunted well, and one about a golden city. One sunny day, a ranger took a nap in the woods of Emerald Stair. He awoke to a forest of dead trees, the night sky full of unfamiliar stars. After getting his bearings, he walked in the direction of Fior Messivernal, but the settlement was gone. In its place was the most beautiful girl. Enchanted by this vision, he bent to pick a rose, but its thorn cut like a knife, severing three. Then a voice filled his head, shouting, "Go now, before the land takes you, body and soul." He awoke in his own bed, a wilted rose clutched in his two-fingered hand. It's nonsense, of course. Of course. Once upon a time, a young girl left town to fetch water from the local well. After pulling up the rope, she discovered the head of a Delimgan, one of the tree folk, staring at her from the bucket. "Return me to my grove," it said, "and I will grant you 3 wishes." So she carried the head into a peaceful clearing and sat it down on a tree stump. First, she wished for long life. The head granted her wish. Second, she wished to be impervious to a sword blade. Granted. And finally, she wished to know what happens after we die. No one ever saw her again. All they found was an Adra pillar in the middle of a clearing, next to an old stump. I heard it as a child. Took me years before I would fetch water again. Of course. Many years, he came upon a strange light shone in the space between the trees. And beyond that light, a city of gold. So the Animancer returned with an axe to chop the trees apart and fit his body through the narrow gap. But with every blow of his axe, the towers of the golden city fell. The walls crumbled, the lights flickered out. By the time he made it through, there was nothing left. Only the bones of a once mighty civilization. As for the two trees, they were dead, hacked to splinters, leaving him no path back the way he came. Who said it was true? It's very strange. I can't remember who told me that story. Very. What do you think it is? As an Animancer, these stories might not shine. First, and second. Indeed. I couldn't have made... Hey, you're a good listener. Alas, that is all I can tell you. Certainly. You've heard them. Well, go on then. You too. I must admit, I had my doubts about what possessed you to destroy the keep. You broke an egg to make an... Maybe it isn't all bad. Maybe now the wardens can decide. Or maybe I'm guilty of wishful thinking. Wherever you go... Or perhaps you, wherever that power comes from. Whether it's your head... But at least you keep things interesting. Until next time. Let me get this. What did he say? That doesn't book. I should have seen it. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical. Thankfully, you're still... What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of... No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Which means you alone can judge the god. A caged animal lashes out at For what it's worth, I wish I could say the same for the living lands. If I must. Does anyone... Anyone want to share a scary story?
No.
Gods no.
Why not? We've got everything we need. The crackling campfire, the foreboding ambiance. Come on! Come on! Looks like a dead end. I stand corrected.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage. We've got company!
Well, if you insist. Just a minute.
Give me a second.
Look out! I think this is the only way down. After you. Cannonball!
Marius, I know Solace was a lot of... things, but it was once your home. It can't be easy to see it fall. When you find... I'm a man of hidden debt. Besides, as divine... True enough. One thing's for sure. Judging from their outburst... Still, I hope you're right. You know, if Sopadal were only its... But knowing they could end us all with... I guess we've all got... I don't envy you having... But I envy even less the... Lucky thing your emperor sent his best representative as his envoy, right? You'll have your work cut out for you. And some days you wake up, you can clean it up. A lot of... Especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted... You may have heard... And yeah, I know that... Not when Heelguard banned the... Even if you believe that, and that's not... You helped Ludwig destroy it. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. One thing I've learned about war. All anyone else... And then there's Solace. The oldest continuously inhabited stronghold in the living, now reduced to... Yep. And the other half will have stories about how, fairly or not, and if I had to guess, if and when we get out of here, and you'll have to choose. I don't. If fighting kin and country, I lost my stomach for Rowatite. I don't mean to burden you. Just know that whatever... Anytime. What's on your... I barely play... I don't know, and you can... But I think it's possible. Exactly. You know what ultimately, my advice. And I stand by it. I hear you, though. But look at it this way, and I'd wager... Then I've... Holler if you need anything else.
I'm blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. Right. I bet it was. People in Solace always claim there doesn't even really matter. What, Envoy? What do you need? Let's... The only one we have? I don't know. She's not... She keep... But...
You too.
What do you... The only one... I don't know.
Thanks for talking.
Run for it. What do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Yardsley, no pressure, but why haven't you and Quilici settled down yet?
We're happy as...
A breath held. Your soul is small. The essence, we feel the pressure. We wonder. We did not foresee this. You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not. The sky is green. We would run, whisper in the fields, lift the hip, disturb the dirt, but spare the blue. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps. Wake now.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? Can't we take a closer look? Please? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. But worse, why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the... Wanna know what I think? Whoever is responsible, I'm tired...
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not...
Oh my gods. How?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence.
My mother?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she...
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands tremble.
No. What exactly happened to...
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing...
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength.
Mistakes were made?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity.
In the end, they thought only of you.
That's it. That's really it. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good...
We are companions. Toys. Diversions. Sapadal...
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient their design is unusual. All this time your god has been making imaginary... It's almost too sad to imagine. I don't hold you responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. One final question, spirits. What is it?
Not to be pedantic, but that was 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf.
They want to apologize. Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the god... Damn it. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against?
Thank you, Giada.
The time has come for you to find...
A garden is...
Sapadal wishes to be understood. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes. And
now that you have returned to the... We will fade. Death is indifferent.
we will return to the soil. May the living land...
Goodbye.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
It seems I was not clear enough when I last spoke with you.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation... Do you think you're special? With your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You couldn't possibly believe.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas.
In time, the gods felt the wretch. Its madness would consume us all. Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure. A pity that its followers. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. You know the trials of battle. You can... They bring raw from ashes.
We moved the earth and sky to stop her. We did not mean...
Listen to its tantrum. It knows Aedir is the only thing hope. I refused even... But there is still time. You can face your false god and... Very well. But I will not stand by and watch. You should have thought more carefully. Let this be a...
I never thought I'd learn of the godless's fate from their killer. This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody pinch me. And there's even some wine to read with. Whoever was here last, I would have gotten along well with them. Need a moment, dear. Enjoy the pain, dear. Nice try.
That'll show him.
working Magfolk. It is a patience, dearie. This will hurt.
What is that? Well, that was... Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died. I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. What I am now is much better than...
Oh, I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake.
You know where we are. This is my memory. How much of this?
We dealt with Rosval.
Good. And when Sapadal wants to understand.
I have what I needed.
Then maybe it was I who needed to... Even when we were children, you kept me alive. First, when you left Solace.
I know.
You've always done everything you could to...
So?
There.
We've both been through so much.
If I... I see it too. You've...
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet.
Get out of here.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. With all this.
Take care of...
Sorry, Envoy.
Let's talk at camp.
Marius, dear. How are you feeling? massacre.
Let's finish.
Need a moment here. Wait, isn't that Tama's Karen?
This room, it looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood... What is this, Envoy? This is... I can't focus on his face. Then what am I? Look, I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing. That's the problem. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. He was in pain, but I see all his moments at once. Everything from the handful of years. He's almost... Yeah, all this time I kept him frozen. But now that I see him, it's like... You're right. It's like you said. For the longest, I was a... Now I see better than I could have. I never thought... Well, you've made some tough calls, and you've kept... So whatever comes next. Now let's go find this god of... When we reach them... I suspect... Let's end this.
Well done.
Office in its heyday, in its full splendor.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
What is happening? As the affliction festers, it threatens our heart. Hurry, you.
That's done. Child.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before. The shale rises to smother us. We feel no spark. We cannot see it through their... The deer, they took a tide of souls, thrown up. Now our memory, they came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Then, they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. A means to an end. We saw a terrible design. They had carved a path. Prune the branch. We persisted. We were every... Then, they toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. They could not destroy us. The Akita howled. We broke the earth, but they marched on. Weakened. They had erased machine. Then... nothing. Not death. We reached out. We could not feel the new day's sun. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. Their cries. We watched helpless until you. We are the lamp. The wound numbs in the silence. How many voices lost? We sink into the empty. We are the rain. A bindweed stricken from soil stirs. You opened the final. You listen. You stand at a cliff now. We twine together.
We've got company!
Give me a second.
Watch this!
Speed up! Come on! Come on!
Slow down. Theory.
I'll fix this.
Awesome shooting!
I was worried for a second. No time to waste. We need to find your god.
I'll never understand the Achaean love for death traps.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Oh, you don't. Getting to see that. Now that we're here. I can't.
I'm not sure I've really worked. I feel like I'm
I think truthful. Now we're close to. So am I. No.
Well, I won't lie, but here we are. I just need a thank you, dearie. And I wouldn't worry. We'll be fine.
You've listened to all. You've been shipwrecked. You've had your soul poked. Your loyalty. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
You're very resilient, but we all know better.
That actually made
I'll take...
How about you?
Perhaps you don't need to understand.
When we first met, but then I saw how you handled that. And then you hunted your own. It takes a hard head or a...
I didn't know much about you at that point.
I remember your calm. You saved my city and gave me I'll never...
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings.
And now look at you. Quite a lot.
Not to raise this. If we...
Just this once.
Oh, that doesn't mean...
I thought my stories were...
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where...
Right. We could all use some beauty rest.
Before we turn in...
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time. I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to... It was. No, it's been a bit of a... quick note. Anyway. Let's... I don't know. She keeps... But... Until next time.
Oh, and in a way they did. Generous? But this whole experience has me... Look at what my mother accomplished. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly, I thought their legacy... Of course I can. One thing is, I wanted to... Perhaps. I believe the power flowing out of the garden through animants. Then again, on the other hand, I think... The thought is crossed. I burned that bridge. I have a lot of... So big. I know they... Now I've only got... Hey.
You're good with the... animancy stuff. You should...
I've lost... And that's not... Wait, and you... There are even... I just want... Just be... Huh. This place... I know. I suppose. Still. And think how much... Oh. Let's get moving. I'm stuck. Truly. At least... So I'm loath to have given that slap. But we should check on Marius. Well, of course, but clearly the keep was holding the... They won't thank... I do not end meeting that council. Barrett's balls. We're losing... Oh, come on, how can... I'm starting to suspect... Truly. At least... So I'm but... well, but clearly they won't... I do not meeting... Well, or if... How... Don't mind if I do.
I don't know, and you... But I think... Exactly. You know, ultimate, my... And I... Rest while you can. We're almost at the end of this. Hey, Giada.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison. Now, we'll just have to get past it.
Sapadal's prison. Prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
outgrown that
They're
weapon.
coming!
Oh, big mistake!
Under my protection! Patience, I'm almost ready.
Slow down. Dearie. Enjoy the pain, dears.
That thing has a mind of its own.
Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Jack, look out!
Looks like the gate's open. Well, what are we waiting for?
Shooting!
Let's take things
Onward!
Just a minute.
I need a moment. Come on! Come on! Dodge this! Quick as a fox! Enemy to the right!
Take a right.
After so long, you are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot, we feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. The fist of Empire. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now, we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there. You will not center your... We were everything. What have we lost? We could run, leap in the water. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You met death. And you sought vengeance. He deserved more. We thought that was what you... Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that. We deserve more than this. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes. We asked what he would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do more than an treat. Grant us the time. End our pain. Give us peace. Center. Clear the fog. We were so blind. We feel... We will grow, tend, flower. We will always, we will remember.
Chandra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Eora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living land started long...
Are you seeing this?
Looks like the war already started.
Marius, vines don't...
Based on their growth and size,
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years...
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely...
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever...
Look at this place. It feels like those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the...
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened...
Before we go...
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Kid and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Sansa, how did you make it out here? Guys, oh boy! Oh, the Garrote, look what they've done to Paradise.